Well, hello everybody. It's Jason Epps, New Age Revolution. It's the cave, a little place I like to hang out down here in my basement. You guys are familiar with it. You've seen it before. It's Tuesday. My mood still has yet to improve. I think. All right. So with the EOE thing, with the throat issue, there is supposed to be legitimate allergies to food that will produce a reaction. And for me, the reaction, I think, is a swelling feeling. And it's not eggs and it's not milk. I can eat those things. So we narrowed it. Well, there's many other things it could be, but I've the top four are egg, wheat, soy, and dairy. So when you hear that that's your top four, you're like, oh, well, then it's got to be one of those. I mean, it could be anything. It could be oranges. It could be, barbecue potato chips. Who knows? But it's most likely one of those four. So you saw me a couple of weeks ago have some pizza. Just over, so it was a week from last Friday or whatever, I don't know. And the next morning or the morning after that, I had a banana muffin that was obviously all flour, which is wheat. And I was pretty fine for a while, for almost like 3 or 4 days. Doctors will say the reaction should happen right away. People with this condition say that it could be right away. It could be a week later, days later. I don't understand that. I don't get it physiologically. The wheat is already out of my system. Why would, long story short, I have felt a little not well for the past few days, and it kills my mood, as we've already discussed many times on the channel. It just puts me in a bad headspace. So that's where I'm living right now. I'm living in bad headspace, but we'll snap out of it. And if there is inflammation due to the wheat, it will go down, and then I will feel healthy again. My new healthy, anyways. But you got to control the thoughts. I mean, my thoughts just go off and running. So that's why I haven't been super in a good mood. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday were crappy days for me. So we'll be back. We'll be fine. All right. It's Tuesday. We're going to talk about a Hey Do You Remember? And on the Hey Do You Remembers, sometimes, well, for the most part, most of the time, it's something that I experienced as a kid. And lately, I've been thinking of things that I didn't experience as a kid that I would have liked to. And, as the weather breaks here in upstate New York, it's been 72 degrees. We've broken records 2 days in a row. That's not concerning, but we had basically no real winter. It was cold, but there was no snow. So we've been outside. Every night I come home, Liam wants to throw the football around. When he's got a break in between classes, he wants to go outside, throw the football around. That's fine. We've been playing basement basketball, which is just killer. It's literally, I get killed. But it got me thinking about sports, because as the weather breaks, he has a chance to play baseball again. I've coached baseball 5 years in a row now, and he is about to go up into the next bracket of kids, which I don't think he's going to. It's 12 to 15. He will be 12 in April. He's not at the level of playing with 15-year-olds. And it's real baseball. There's real baseball rules. It's no more kid stuff. These kids want to go on to high school baseball and things like that. So, I don't think I can coach that, and I don't want Liam to play it. But it got me thinking about sports and about organized sports. And hey, do you remember playing organized sports as a kid? Because I sure don't. I didn't. And I think it's one of the bigger childhood regrets. I've talked about that. There was a Power Hour question about, regrets. And I think, not playing an instrument or multiple instruments as a kid is a major regret. And not playing organized sports is a major regret. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't play sports, because I did. And amongst the group of kids that I played sports with, I was all right. And I hate people who are like, I was the best. I mean, I was incredible. I was all right. We would play football. We would play. Now, I was never the size to play like high school football or anything, but when we would play in the backyard, or we had one of the places I lived in, an apartment complex had this massive grassy field, and sometimes we would play 1-on-1 with an all-time quarterback. Sometimes it was 2-on-2. We would get as much as I think 3-on-3, maybe even 4-on-4. And I could catch the ball, and I was fast. And so I could make a lot of catches. I intercepted the ball a lot on defense. And then I started like becoming really good at quarterback. Like I could just, really just fit the pass in there, and I would lead guy, make a nice catch over their head, and I loved it. Right? But I never had the confidence. That was the thing. Never having the confidence to play sports for school, and I think I missed out a lot. We would play basketball during the summer, and we would play baseball during the summer. Now the baseball games were made up. They were kids just playing, using their imagination. 2-on-2 baseball isn't that easy to do, but we played a game. We figured it out, right? We didn't have bases, and we would only hit to left field because we were all right-handed. And we would put like a home run marker out there. And so you could hit a home run. If you could fly out, obviously. I think a one hopper, like me catching, if I'm the fielder, me catching the ball on a bounce is a single. If it goes over my head, it's a double, that kind of deal. So basically you can only get out by flying out. And then you could just hit home runs. So, we would do that. And I remember the confidence level would shoot up in September when summer ended. So whether it was the summer of basketball, whether it was the summer of football or the summer of baseball, when I got to gym class that new school year, I was on fire. I had all the confidence in the world to play basketball, to play baseball, and to play football. And I would only do it in gym class, but that confidence would die out quickly, and there went any organized sports career. And I think I missed out, and I did, I bowled. That was about it. I bowled on bowling leagues. So there's my organized sport. But it was always intimidating. It was always a group of kids that I didn't belong to, that I didn't feel comfortable, that they weren't my friends. And, I was always shy and awkward and absolute zero self-esteem, completely void of self-esteem. So there was no way I was going to put myself out there. And then in ninth grade, something happened that boosted my confidence. We were in gym class, and we were running. We were like outside. We were running, whatever. I forget. We were doing track, and I was pretty fast. And at the end of one of the gym classes, the coach, the gym teacher, whatever, was just goofing around, and he picked 4 of us to run a relay, to run a quarter-mile relay around the track. And he timed it, and in my dumb little ninth grade brain, I said we broke the high school record. We didn't at all. But I said that. Like, I came home and told my parents or my mom or whatever, oh yeah, we all messed up. And that lie made me join track. Right? We were fast. We did pretty good. The coach was happy with us, and he was telling us to go for the track team or whatever. And so I was like, we broke a record, and we're fast, and I'm awesome. And so that lie made me have the confidence to join track. Well, that quickly faded. I joined track in ninth grade, and I went to 2 practices, and I quit. Because I was not fast. There was a kid on the team who I thought was my equal, right? He was just a regular kid. I thought that he was my equal, and we raced, and he destroyed me. He destroyed me. So I wasn't going to be a distance runner. I wasn't going to be a sprinter. I was going to finish last. I was going to be last. And so I quit. And that was it. Never even attempted organized sports again. Finley has no interest. Finley has no interest. Liam has been playing organized sports since he was probably 4. And what I mean by that is our little town did it like a peewee rec leagues for floor hockey and for what else has he done? What did he do in those? They did like everything in the peewee leagues, but they weren't like official, but he played all of these semi-organized sports and had such a blast doing it because the anxiety and the doubt and the confidence wasn't a thing. He's just 4, he's 5, he's 6, he's just playing. And then we did T-ball and I coached. And again, his confidence level was through the roof and he did well. And we just kept going year after year with baseball. And, he used to be a good hitter. Now he's a better pitcher. He's a good fielder. He can catch fly balls. He's good. But I don't know if we're going to go any further with it. He's talked about wanting to play football. I don't want him to play football. He's talked about wanting to play basketball, but that's the basketball that we play in the side yard. I mean, he doesn't dribble. He's just all over the place. So I don't know if he's going to do that, but he got the experience that I never had of playing sports. So it's been fun to live through him a bit. Coaching him in baseball has been fun. I get to pitch in baseball. One of their levels is called coach pitch, and I pitch. So you throw them overhand. You're not on the mound. You're kind of off the mound a little bit, and you're not trying to strike them out. You're trying to get them to hit the ball and then learn how to play the field and run and whatever. And so I just I throw them and I pitch. So that's fun. So I'm kind of doing that. But living through him with sports is fun, but it also makes me regret not playing something, but honestly, I blame high school. I blame people, I was afraid, but I blame society. I blame kids who don't accept other people or, kids who don't egg people on, and promote them and make them feel good. And maybe that was just my perception, but I don't think so. I think if I don't know, because I was never part of a team. So I don't know if they picked you up when you were down. I don't know if they cheered for you, even though you were going to come in last. I don't know. I also don't know what I would have played. Maybe baseball. I don't know. Even like a men's softball league, I never did. I was always too intimidated by that because of, the level of competitiveness and intensity with some of these guys. And, can I catch a fly ball? Yeah. But can I catch a fly ball in left field off a bat that, am I going to misjudge it? Is it going to go over my head? Probably. With practice, would I be able to snag all of them? Probably. But I never did. So I think I missed out. I think I missed out big time on organized sports. But had a lot of fun playing unorganized sports. I mean, that's some of the best later play I ever had, later in life, 13, 14, 15, 16 was playing basketball in the street and playing 2-on-2 baseball and playing 3-on-3 football. That's some of the best fun I've had. I just wasn't ready to go play more official. So what about you? Were you an athlete? Did you play sports? Did you have a great time? Were you like me, where you just didn't feel confident enough to put yourself out there, but man, you could really kill it in the backyard? Leave the comments below. Of course, it's Tuesday. Wednesday. Tomorrow is, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. I hope that I just start to feel better. I don't want to take a break. I don't want to not make videos because this is helpful. But I don't know what tomorrow is. Something will come in the mail tomorrow, but I might show you, but or save it. Maybe Nintendo, maybe Wrestling with the Past if I watch that tonight. We'll see. Got to do some television moments again if I can think any of those. Who knows? We'll be back tomorrow. I know that. That's all. See you next time. Good night now.